Hey there, Danielle Matthews here. Welcome back. I hope that you now have your fishing holes. So just to recap, we have the things that we're going to be talking about. Your profile is now set up. It's ready to go. It's like Danielle TV, right? Like we talked about. And now you know we're going to go fishing. We're going to start to find like-minded people. And what you might have found is that those three topics and the content you're going to be posting is probably going to be of interest to those fishing holes, right? Because it's you. Your ideal person that you're looking for is you. And this next video, what we're going to talk about today is really all about how to get yourself in the daily habit, how we can build the muscle that we need to in order to be consistent and to build our credibility in the virtual space. If we were doing in-person networking, this is where we'd show up to the meeting every week, right? We go to the meeting every month. We meet the people in between the meetings and we have conversations, right? The one-to-one meetings. It's very similar online. And so I want to share with you what I'm going to propose to be your daily method of operation, your DMO. All right, the first thing you need to get in the habit of doing is posting. Right? We have to be visible. People need to get to know you, like you, and trust you, all right? And you're also going to build your credibility through posting. And so the big question is, well, what do I post about? And I want to share this with you. This is an image that, I would use as a guideline of really how to structure your posts throughout the week and the month. And so here's what I want you to do. Once a week, I want you to ask an engaging question. And the reason for this is that it's going to boost your algorithm. All right. When people start interacting with your posts, that's ideal. The more people that interact, the more your posts get put in front of other people. All right. So ask engaging questions. I want you once a week to go live. It turns out that video gets 38% more engagement than a stagnant photo. We know that video is also the best way for someone to get to know the essence of you. You can convey so much more when you're talking than you can with just a stationary video. And so I want you to do live videos once a week. Get yourself out there. Once a week, just post a quote, something that maybe is inspirational or it's positive. You want to have people feel good when they come across you. You want to give value. And once a week, you're going to be allowed to do a self-promotion, right? We don't want it to be an advertisement so people turn the channel off, but you want people to know what you do. And so maybe it's a testimonial or something that happened with someone you work with the product, or maybe it's how you help someone with the business. You don't need to say things like, message me if you want to learn more, or anything like that, because that feels salesy. People will message you if they want to learn more. Okay. So with the testimonial, it's just, man, I'm so grateful that I got this message, or that I got to, bless this person's life, whatever it is. So those are the things you can start to put into your content weekly. And then twice a month, I would recommend you share what you're grateful for. All right. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrations. And the more you can kind of put out into the world things that you're grateful for, I think the more that encourages others to do the same. And again, it gives them a good feeling. 2 times a month, I want you to make a post that's about the real you. Maybe it's a picture of you and your family out doing something, or you with your dog, or going, hiking, or going shopping, whatever it is. So people get to know, like, and trust the authentic, real you. Twice a month, share something that you've learned. Now, this should be in context to those topics that you talk about. Maybe you've just learned a hack about traveling and how to get cheap plane tickets, right? Share it. If that is one of the things that you're always talking about on your channel. You can repost things twice a month. So pick things maybe from the groups that you're in. You really liked a post that somebody made, repost it. Maybe it's someone that you're starting to get in a conversation with and you really like their content, repost it. People love when you repost their stuff. It's easy for you. And it's showing if you're interested in it, then those ideal people in your fishing holes will be interested in it as well. You can maybe once a month do something like, hey, ask me this, right? Ask me anything. Try and get engagement from your audience. Or once a month, you can post something about your favorite things. All right. Because again, you want people to get to know you. And so that's a little bit of insight on what to post. Now you're going to post something every day. We are building the muscle. It will become easier and easier. I promise you the first, week or two, it's like, oh my gosh, what do I do? We get in our heads. Just quiet your thoughts and just try it. and see what the results are. You are going to be surprised, especially with your first live video. People love video content. They'll really connect with you. Now, if you need more than just the structure and the framework, and you need to know like, well, wait, like what can I say and what do I do and how do I talk about this and how do I do a self-promotion post, reach out. I know, with my team, as I was building my network marketing business, we created a campaign where we showed people what to post. So it was very simple. It was kind of cut and paste and was very easy for people to put their personality in more of a structure. So if that's something that you would benefit from, reach out and we can discuss what that looks like. So that's number one thing you do every day is post. Get yourself out there, be visible. Second thing you're going to do is you're going to create new connections. So each of those fishing holes that you've now decided upon, you're going to go into that group. And when you're in the group, you can just toggle over to where it says members. All right. And those members are now the people that you're going to start friending and messaging. All right. And the first question that comes up is people always say like, well, what the heck do we talk about? And I want to give you a very, very simple structure. All right. I call it the LORD acronym. It was something that I learned from a trainer in the network marketing space called Fraser Brooks. And I loved his acronym and it stuck with me. And the first thing, the L, is for location. So the first thing you can reach out and say to somebody is, maybe they wrote a post in the group that you're responding to, but if you're just going through the members, you might reach out, send a friend request, right? So people get the ping that they got a request and then immediately send a message. All right. If you just send the message and not the friend request, it goes into a totally different inbox and people miss it. All right. So you are going to friend the person and then send a message. All right. So they may go, well, who friended me? They're going to go to your profile. They're going to see all this content you've been curating. And then they might go and see if you sent them a message. All right. And start it off in whatever way you'd like. Maybe, hey, I saw that you were in this stay-at-home mom group. I've been a stay-at-home mom for several years. I love chatting with other moms and wanted to see if you'd love connecting, right? Something basic. Just a hello, right? How you saw them, how you came across their profile, let them know. And then the L is location. So once that's out of the way, ask them, hey, so where do you live? All right. Or if you see that they live in the same area as you, hey, how long have you lived here? Or, hey, I see that you live in this place. I'm looking to travel there. All right. Start talking about their location. Second thing is occupation. All right. So maybe for a stay-at-home mom, right? We know what their occupation is. They're working with the kiddos, but maybe ask, what do they do before that? Or what do they want to do when the kids are gone? Have they thought about it? Right. Start asking about their job. This is strategic because you're going to be finding out, is this person already an entrepreneur? Do they own a business? Is this person someone that's an employee and has that mindset and is very happy with what they're doing? You're learning about these people because, again, you're trying to figure out, is this going to be a match? All right. You're not jumping in on them immediately and saying, hey, this is what I have to offer. You should do this from home as a stay-at-home mom. No, you're going to, sorry, I keep going to that example, but it's the one that we're just using. So that's occupation. All right. That's the O. Now, the R in LORD stands for recreation. So the next conversation you can start to have is, hey, what do you do for fun? How do you keep yourself from going crazy? How do you get exercise? Or, what do you like to do in your free time? Right? Start asking about that. See if there's common interests, right? If you're in a baking group, hey, in your spare time, what do you like to bake? If you're in a gardening group, hey, what's in your garden right now? And tell me what got you into gardening? Why do you find it so fun? All right. And then the last part, the D of LORD, is dream. And you want to ask them, look, what's your dream for when the kids are gone? What's your dream for what your garden's going to look like? What's your dream for the end of the year or for next year? The reason you ask this question, again, it's strategic because you're figuring out, look, does this person have a big vision for what they want to create in life? Does this person have something that they're driving towards? All right, we know that in the network marketing space, in this type of business, it's really important for someone to be wanting something, right? To have a big why. And you're learning that about this person. So that is what I want you to do this week. I want you to start building this muscle where you can start to build your credibility by posting, getting into the habit of consistency, right? You would show up to your network meeting every week. I want you to show up to your online business every single day and post something. It takes minutes and the impact is massive, right? You can get in front of so many people. We talked about when you go to a networking event, right? It's just the people in the room, which is great. But it takes time to drive there, to be there, to leave. You can only have so many conversations. Well, online, every post that you make is going to be amplified. It's going to get in front of so many different people, and it's just minutes of your time. So get in the habit of posting every single day. That's assignment number one. And number two is I want you to reach out to people. And then the question always comes up, well, how many people, Danielle? How many people am I supposed to be talking to? Here's the deal. You get to set that, right? If you've got big goals for your business, I'd set a higher number. The person having the most conversation wins. But if you're doing this part-time or you're not so sure, you can start lower. The minimum is one. You have to do at least one every single day because we're building the habit. All right. You can try to do maybe 3 from every group or 5 from every group, 1 from every group. Try, push yourself. Maybe, 1's not enough. 5's too many. 3's your sweet spot, right? Maybe you want to do 10 a day. I don't know what it is. All right. You got to figure out what's right for you. And that's what I want you to do. And when we meet again, you'll have gotten into this habit, and I can't wait to hear how it goes.